Alright guys, welcome back to Psychedelica, the Black Butterfly, where this time we are going to get our happy ending for our Fox Boy. After all this time, it's time to get Kazuya's end. So, last time I let him sink into the water. This time I'm going to reach out even farther. Before I hit this button, I'll select this choice. I just want to say for the record, after editing yesterday's episode, Kaguya's words hit a little differently, and I started to wonder if maybe he's going to show up here somehow and save us, like he did when we were kids. So I'm like, this is very similar. We're underwater, you know, quote-unquote underwater. He did save I first, and then Kazuya. He might be doing it again here. I don't know. I'm just a little suspicious is all, so we'll see. I'm gonna select this and see what happens. Let's reach out for our boy. Kazuya! I know it's no use, but I have to do it. I reach out as far as I can as he sinks. Please reach him! Please reach him! I panic, crying out like a child. And yet, Kazuya continues to drift farther away. More and more, he is becoming buried in darkness. No, this can't be! We were so close! We were almost free! This... The distance between us continues to grow, and as I watch him leave, our gazes meet, and we are truly torn apart. Kazuya came for me, and now I'm leaving him behind. I don't want this. Please reach him. Please! Huh? The world flashes. What was once complete darkness is now filled with light. What? What just happened? Whoa! Suddenly, the ribbon shoots outward. In that same instant, I can clearly see Kazuya. Oh? I don't know if I'm falling or he's floating. All I do know is that the distance between us is shrinking. Yay, Mom's ribbon came in clutch again!
How?
I hear his voice.
Why do you go so far from me?
His amethyst-hued eyes waver in confusion. Because I don't want to leave you alone, obviously. Please, Kazuya, reach out your hand! Still somewhat hesitant, he raises his arm. I stretch out my fingers even more, desperate to touch his. Please reach! Our fingers brush one another's a few times. And finally, they meet. We clasp our hands together. My vision goes bright white. Oh! Hey! Nice! But wait, what about the other boys? Kaguya, I hope you delivered that shard this time. Buttons again. What? I awaken, and it is so quiet I can hear myself blink. Where am I? The last thing I remember was that blinding whiteness. Am I still in there? No, that's not it. This is a bleached white hospital room. I'm on a bed in the middle of it. Through gaps in the curtain, I see reddish sunlight coming in through the window. I know this place. Isn't this the hospital Kazuya was in? I'm back! Suddenly, my mind clears and I gasp. Am I the only one who made it back? What about him? I jump out of bed and my feet land on the ground. Oh! I feel a sudden onset of dizziness, but I still run blindly out of the room. All the nurses are like, what? Kazuya! I slam open the door to his room. It's the same drab one I remember being in last time, and there he is, sleeping. I'm relieved to see him still there, but his deathly silence gives rise to even further worry. Oh no, what happened? Kazuya! Kazuya, please! Wake up! Open your eyes! I run over to him and clutch his hand as I call his name. Kazuya! Wake up! Come on, please! Wake up! I call out a little louder, grip a little tighter, but his closed eyelids don't even twitch. His chest rises and falls steadily with every breath. Was I the only one who made it back? Did I leave you behind in the darkness? Huh? Ah! Yay! You love to see it! His fingers twitch, intertwined with my own, and then his eyes slowly open.
What? How did I...
Kazuya? Our eyes meet. Calm like the surface of a lake, I see myself reflected in his pale eyes.
Are you about to cry? Why is it so bright here? How is it so warm? Why?
Because we're back.
Back?
Can't you see? The sun is out. Can you feel the wind blowing? This isn't that manor anymore. It's the world we were born and raised in. Can you tell? We're finally back! To reality, to this world of brightness. We're alive once again. We're really back! Kazuya doesn't seem to have fully comprehended what I mean yet. His mouth is open as though he's completely dumbfounded. It still doesn't feel quite real. Not to me, nor to him. So I say my next words with all my heart behind them. Welcome home, Kazuya. In that instant, I realize what a miracle it is. Just existing here is such a wonderful thing.
I'm home. I'm home. I'm home! I'm home! I'm home! And same to you, Welcome home.
Yes! We repeat those words over and over. Such a common, everyday phrase. But hearing it makes me so happy I could cry. Being able to say those words beneath the light of the sun feels so different. I'm home. Welcome home. We hold hands and share in our joy. Yes. We're finally home. Later on, after hearing our voices, one of the nurses takes me back to my room for a checkup. Are you guys not going to question how this girl, woke up from a coma after who knows how long, runs to this guy's room who's been in a coma for 10 years just happens to be the exact moment he wakes up, and no one's gonna question that? I had been unconscious since the bus accident, but I fortunately didn't suffer any major injuries. I was able to be discharged from the hospital after a short time, even though I still can't find the right buttons. On the other hand, though, Kazuya had been asleep for 10 years. His muscles had atrophied, and we're told it will take time for him to fully recover. After a while, his rehabilitation began. Walking practice, stretching, reading books aloud. His training is rigorous. But he works as hard as he can, and before long he's able to move his arms and legs without issue. I remain by his side every day to give him encouragement and support. It has become my daily task, but it isn't the only one. I visit Takia and Aki in their hospital rooms to talk with them in between bouts of Kazuya's rehab. They still haven't returned. What? What? They went comatose at the same time as me, but they're still in critical condition. Okay. Takia, can you hear me? He's been getting competitive during rehab with that elementary school kid lately.
No, I haven't.
Liar, you still need a pair of crutches, but here you are overdoing it. The doctor told you what pace you had to keep and you broke that promise.
I'm not overdoing it.
Sheesh, you never listen. Aki, you tell him. Whenever he isn't in physical therapy, Kazuya and I always come to Aki and Takiya's room. They were always fighting, but now they're silent, asleep in the same room. We line up 2 chairs near them and watch their faces. Takiya, Aki, they look so peaceful. They're still in the in-between. I wonder what they're up to right now. Can they hear us? They'll be back someday, right? Can we wait for them until then?
It'll be okay. I'm sure they'll come back, just like we did.
Yeah. You're right. All we can do is believe in them. I take out the ribbon Kazuya had returned to me and grip it tightly. We made it back thanks to this ribbon. Thanks to Mom and Kazuya's love. That's how I know that as long as we wish for it hard enough, those 2 will definitely make it.
Thank you.
Huh? The sudden declaration takes me by surprise. What are you thanking me for?
So much happened after I woke up, I never got a chance to say it. You never stopped reaching for me, even when I was sinking into that darkness. Thank you for not giving up on me.
Kazuya.
Thanks to you, I'm here now, right next to you.
You're the one who told me never to give up, to always have hope.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not gonna give up. I'll keep on believing that they'll come back.
Yeah, me too. I want to believe.
Kazuya covers the hand I'm holding the ribbon in with his own. This reminds me. We held hands like... And we kissed. My cheeks flush.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Your face is bright red.
It's really nothing. Please, don't stare.
Huh?
He looks at me, utter confusion in his face.
But I really like you, I want to look.
You like me?
Yeah, I like you a lot. You're so kind. Everyone loved that about you. Me included.
What are you saying?
I've always wanted to be with you, I've always secretly wished to be the one by your side. And my dream came true. Here I am, but it's not fair yet. I won't tell you I love you until the others come back. And I'll hold myself back from getting too close to you until then, too.
Did he just confess his feelings to me? Not fully understanding his meaning, I stare at him blankly. I think you may have confessed despite not wanting to confess before your friends came back, but hey. He doesn't turn away or avert his eyes. He only returns my gaze, his eyes glittering. Yeah, I believe that someday that day will come.
Yeah, so...
Kazuya looks toward the 2 other boys, asleep in their hospital beds. We continue to keep our hands locked together as I look over at them too. Takiya. Aki. The breeze from the windows rustles their hair. Now, more than anything, we think of them a world away.
Aki. Takiya. Please come back. We're waiting for you. No. We're not just waiting this time. We'll keep saying your names. We'll talk to you. and we'll come get you. We'll go as far as we can. So please, come back soon. Please. Hmm? Huh?
The boys just couldn't stand hearing Kazuya confess to Aki, and it woke them up. They're like, wait, hold on a minute. Suddenly, all of a sudden, a small sigh escapes and both of their hands twitch weakly.
Huh? What's going on?
I don't know. They both just moved though, right? Could it be?
Could it be?
Have they almost made it home?
Ugh.
And then, on that day, we learned that dreams are something you have to go and achieve yourself. You don't just wait for them to come true. Oh? Do go on? Wait! Hey, hold on a second! You can't debate me like that and then just be like, well, you know, did they imagine the sign? Did it happen? Come on now. Come on now. You gotta give me an epilogue for that, I swear. Otherwise, that is the rudest. I mean, we're getting happy music, so we definitely got the good ending, but... They better wake up, because... I was gonna be so disappointed if we, got a good ending and it's like, well, Kageha was a butt and decided he wasn't gonna help the other two. I wonder what happened. I mean, I don't think there's any way we're ever gonna find out what happened on the other side of the in-between after we returned here. But I am curious. Curious how that all went down. Did they have to go and confront the master? I assume they would have had to, unless... I don't think Yamato and Kurosaba could just jump into the abyss and return. The only thing that was protecting Beniyuri was the ribbon, which they don't have. I was actually surprised she didn't, like, tie the ribbon around both of them, since it helped her and Kazuya come home. I thought maybe she would give it to the two of them as a, you know, every little bit helps kind of scenario, but she didn't end up doing that. I don't know. It's curious. I mean, I don't know. It just... something to think about. I did enjoy that ending, though. It definitely seems like the two of them came out of the coma, so I'm glad about that. Just... it's interesting. I wonder if we have an epilogue, though. And... return. Okay, so that's our achievement. Really? No epilogue? Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit bummed by that. Compared to some of the other endings we've gotten with the other guys, like, the whole lead up to this boy's end was so good. It was so anime, it was so moving. But then the actual ending part of it, I'm a little like, I don't know. It didn't quite live up to the rest of the route somehow. I'm left wanting. How unexpected. The reason I'm loading this is after finishing that, it should have unlocked a new short episode. I'm gonna see if I can access it. There we go, Monshiro and Kazuya. Now, whereabouts is the new episode? Assuming Kurosaba. Okay, these are all unlockable. This might be the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the two in the ravine. Let me try unlocking this. Yep, okay. So, according to the walkthrough I've been following, I should be watching this now. So since that ending was really fast, let's do this as well. Might as well. Alright, from your perspective again.
For a long time, I was alone in this world. I didn't know who I was. With no contact with anyone else, I lived hunched over in solitude. But one day, that all changed. An abnormal, living creature came running in here. The monster's sudden appearance sent me rushing to hide. It must have only recently turned into a monster. It still moves like a human. It's clearly suffering. What is that thing? Isn't that the person that was with Mikage? He's a monster now, so I have to defeat him. Just as I take out my gun...
Kazuya. No. It's my fault that you... Forgive me.
Wow. Did you even remember your name at this point? This is so interesting.
The creature has its head down on the grass, mumbling a name without realizing that I'm nearby. Kazuya? The name it utters feels terribly familiar. It makes me feel like my brain is shaking in my skull. I put down my gun and watch.
Man, he almost shot his brother, dang. That was lucky.
Afterwards, it started to live in my greenhouse. Nothing had ever existed here in this space with me, so I didn't know what to say. I was nervous. But even more than that, a warm, comforting sensation gripped my heart, making me restless. I'm not alone now. That makes me happy. I observe the creature every day. It sometimes did things that made it appear human. I felt as though I knew it. Like droplets of water gradually making a stone wet, my memories started to come back to me. And then... I learned that the thing before me was actually Takuya. And I remembered that I am Kazuya.
Wow. Interesting.
That's right. I'm Kazuya. When did I forget that? And this is Takuya. But why does he look like that? Takuya looks so lonely. Just like me. Please, somebody help him. The one I sought help from was Ai. She was the one who reached out to me and invited me to their circle of friends. I don't know why she and I are the in-between, but she lost her memories just like me. And like I hoped, she approached Takuya and healed his soul. Not only that, she welcomes me once again into the circle of friends. She treats me like a loved one again. The solitude puddling in my heart gradually lifts. Soon, I will live a peaceful life. Or so I thought. But...
I knew it! Natsu and Kazuya?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I tell? Ugh, you were so close to me. We didn't have to force ourselves to get to know each other, because we've always been friends. No, we were even more than that.
A single photo destroyed that life. The group photo at summer camp. It was recreated thanks to Hokage's powers, and we all regained our memories of the real world. At the same time, Kazuya was taken away from me. My face, name, and even my memories were now his.
Oh, creepy.
Hokage has taken my place. I don't know why, but the man we've reunited with has my face, and is brazenly calling himself Kazuya in front of the others. I clutch at the mask covering my face, refusing to name myself as Kazuya. It's not that I wasn't mortified by the imposter taking over, but there was something even more important. If I said I were the real one, Hokage's lie would be exposed. By doing so, the bonds that I was trying so hard to build would crumble away. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want everyone to become separated again. The bright, cheerful mood would vanish, and I would again be relegated to solitude. Most of all, I don't want Ai's smile to disappear. The truth must come out someday, but nonetheless, I keep delaying it. I've chosen to remain silent about this. But before long, I realized just how short-sighted that choice was.
Wow, this is amazing! You've made so much progress with the kaleidoscope. It's nearly complete.
What? Really? It's almost done?
Yes. I believe there should only be 1 or 2 shards left. You should be receiving word from the master soon.
No.
Usagi says the kaleidoscope is almost complete. Only a little bit longer? I thought this moment wouldn't come for a long, long time. With the shards scattered across this world, I thought it would be difficult to find all of them. But it will be complete. The kaleidoscope that can grant wishes. And everyone can return to the real world. Huh?
Oh my god, am I gonna get my wish at last? Do I finally get to know what this whole showdown was between you two? Yes, please, 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 please.
I wait until he's alone and approach him quietly. He takes one look at me, then awkwardly lets his eyes wander. Before long, he returns to his usual smile. What are you doing here? Did you find Kurasuba? Monshiro. You can call me Kazuya. I won't call you Kaguya. I'll call you Natsuki too. It's been a while. It hasn't been a while for Kaguya, but it has been ages since I spoke with Natsuki. Natsuki? You haven't called me that since we parted ways with Hokage. Why did you decide to talk to me now? I know I'm an obstacle to the two of you. Even so, I had fun being with everyone, so I thought it would be okay to leave everything the way it was. Hokage is probably thinking something strange, though. If you leave things like this, something terrible will happen. So please, Natsuki, don't listen to Hokage. You haven't changed, Kazuya. I never thought of you as an obstacle. I'm just scared. Scared? Do you remember? When you parted ways with us, you said you didn't want to see anyone suffer. That you didn't want to come back to life. Yes, I said that. If you die, you become a white butterfly and fly to the other side. That's the natural order of things. You're not supposed to go against that flow. But I and Takia and Aki are all alive. At the very least, I want to send them back to the real world. I know. You accepted your death long ago. This is your... No. It's nothing. Natsuki? I can't give up yet. Kazuya, I want to come back to life with her, at any cost. The only way I can think of to achieve that is through the kaleidoscope. Our way of thinking is different. If you want to return them to the real world, you will tear me away from her. That's why I'm scared. That's why I kept my distance. Do you really like her that much? I do. She's so precious to me that I can't express it in mere words. We've promised to marry one another, although it may be a forgotten promise among children. But I was serious back then, and she accepted. We could have become family. I lost my parents when I was small. She was someone special to me. Someone that could become my new family. Please don't take her away from me. I want to be with her. He looks at me pleadingly. But before that... What did Hokage say? I don't think he'll grant your wish, Natsuki. He promised to send me back to the real world with her if I cooperate until the end. He said he himself has his own reasons for wanting to return to life. That our wishes are the same. Natsuki, you know what kind of person Hokage is. He's just using you. I don't care. He can use me all he wants, so long as he grants me that wish. That's not good. That's not good at all. You weren't like this in the past, Natsuki. You knew right from wrong, and you always stuck with it. If we did something bad, you'd gently scold us. I liked that about you. I'm sure I did too. And yet, I can't help it. We can't be kids forever. Some things can't be gained without a sacrifice. And that's why you stood by in silence and let Hokage drag people into his mess? People that could have turned into white butterflies and moved on are now monsters because of him. And you want to keep cooperating with him? You don't care what happens to the others? Answer me, Natsuki. He looked down without responding, but after a few moments he laughs. What's so funny? You must really hate Hokage. But you ran away from him right away. You wouldn't understand my pain. Your pain? In the end, he and I aren't that different. You say that I'm being used by Hokage, but I'm only with him to have my own wish granted. Even if he didn't exist, if my wish could be granted, I would sacrifice as many people as it took. What? Kazuya, am I the crazy one here? It's possible I wasn't this selfish in the past. Others may have seen me in a more positive light. But one day, I could no longer think of anyone but myself. All I could wish for was a future together with her. I truly despise myself sometimes. Natsuki, I can tell that I'm becoming uglier as we speak. But because I'm aware of it, I can't change it. It's as though I'm remaining alive even as I transform into a monster. If only somebody would stop me. If only somebody would kill me, I would stop changing. I said I wanted to come back to life, and now here I am contradicting myself. Oh, that's it. Natsuki is already... In that case... Natsuki, if I return the ribbon to Ai, I'll have nothing else to live for. Kazuya? So, before we both become monsters, let's... I slowly take out my gun. Without hesitation, I take aim. Natsuki smiles at me gently.
And is that when we ran in? Oh man, really? So that was what that whole conversation was about? Dang, dude. That was intense. Whew. Alright, well at least I got my wish with that. Now I know how that all went down. Okay. Well guys, that was Kazuya's ending and a little extra episode with him and Kaguya. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. I thought Monshiro's route was excellent. It was full of emotion, full of heartbreak. The only thing is I'm a little bit disappointed in the ending. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting more, considering, like, how satisfied I was with both Yamato and Hakage's endings. They were both, like, so just satisfying. It was a nice little bow on practically everything in both of those. This one, it kind of ended before I was ready for it to end. I mean, it seems like Yamato and Aki... Man, I'm just switching names, combining Psychedelica and real-world names here and there, but you know what I'm trying to say. Takia and Aki, it seems like they were gonna wake up. But I would have liked just a little more closure there in the end. So, yeah, that's all I can say, but otherwise, that was great. I enjoyed the heck out of that. But with that, we are done with Psychedelica the Black Butterfly for another run. So, with that being said, it's time to start a new episode in Taisho Alice. And we have a Snow White boy waiting for us, so I'm excited. I hear that things start to really ramp up in episode 3, so I'm really intrigued and interested to see how it does that, and hopefully I will see you guys over there as well. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time, I will see you later.